Puppy dogs. Pretty puppy dogs. Yes. Pretty Luna, Pretty Pepper, good puppy dogs. Fun loving. Had a wonderful walk with my puppy dogs around the neighborhood. Luna was like, that puppy, Pepper, wanted to play with her more than she wanted to enjoy the walk. That's how you used to be when Baylor was alive. You used to be all about getting the walk done and less about enjoying it. Now you know how she felt. Well, I want to start with a sip of coffee. Hope you guys have something to get your day started. Mm. So, that's a good thing to get started there. Oh, jeez. I had a little itch in my ear. Hope I didn't mess up the microphone. So, I thought I'd talk a little bit about AI disappointment. Yeah, nope, nope. Leave her alone. You've had a walk. Give her a chance to coalesce her feelings. All right, so I want to talk a little bit about disappointment, and it's part of it's uh, when the AI doesn't really grasp what you want, and even though you try to describe what you want from it, it can't give you what you want, which means it's nowhere, well, I shouldn't say nowhere near, but it's got a long way to go. I'll give you an example. I had a piece of code that was written that it was in XSLT, and XSLT's version 1 was really bad at functions. It didn't have real functions. It had you could do templates, but I had this enormous string. I mean, like, as far as lines of code, probably about 400 to 500, because each section was identical. The only difference between the one section and the other was this number at the end. And the first number was like 542. And the next number was 544. And then the next so that was a little section. If it was 5422 equals Y, then you were supposed to grab the text that was in 544. And then the next section was two numbers further down. So I was like, wow, I've got to go and copy, paste. Because what was happening was I needed to add a template on top of the text to format it correctly before it was used in a document. So everywhere where this text, the the second part of it was, I needed to add this template line. Not a big deal. You just had to um, put the template call out and switch it from using a value of to being a select for that text, and then close the template. And so you were basically adding two lines and then changing the formatting of one. And you know what I said to myself? I was like, Can't an AI just I create all this for me? Because I could probably do it with a Notepad++ macro, possibly, once I got the, adding and modification down pat. But it was close to, oh, yeah. Anyway, so I said to the AI, hey, here's the pattern, and I'd like to do it from this number to this number. Its response was, well, then you should do that. It was real nice about it. It said in a very uh, sweet way that it was there to help, but not really to do work. It's like, so the AI was basically telling me, yeah, this looks more like a silly human work to do. A silly human, not even a puppy dog, a silly human job. Us, us AIs are here to do higher. No, don't you eat the bag of seeds. Don't you eat that bag of seeds. Those aren't your toys. You know those aren't your toys. And when it's come to creating images, I've had tons of things. I've actually mentioned to you about some of the difficulties with getting like a view of somebody looking down at you. If you were trying to make somebody looking down, it's really hard and it's difficult. And you're like, hey, I'm not asking you to do something fancy. I'm just telling you that instead of the person looking straight at me, they need to be looking down like this. And I want that view of, they're one level higher. Ah, those little things. Something you could really interact with a human about. And I tried and tried, and it's not just me. I went to forums to say, hey, how do you guys can do this, or what can I do? They didn't know. I went to a forum to, I think I mentioned this before. I went to a forum where I was trying to make a centaur, half human, half horse for a fantasy thing, and the forum for Midjourney had a solution, and so I copied and pasted the forum solution from Midjourney's forum, and it was it was denied because of uh, uh, pornographic or not safe for work reasons. I'm like looking at the thing, and it was nothing but the suggestion actually had a woman's torso with a horse underneath, and the woman's torso, she was wearing a uh, one of those things where the fabric goes like this. So she was totally covered. She did show her belly button, but that's about it. But anyways, so Midjourney said no, denied. And like most things on AI right now, if it's denied, yeah, you can't talk to anybody. They may update it later, improve their policies, but long after you're going to need to get done what you need to get done. So one of the big problems with AI for me right now is the that lack of, can we negotiate? Can we can you help me a little bit more than just saying no? And I will say that that is not as heavy as it used to be. It used to be more of a problem, and it's steadily getting better. So that's all I had for today. I'm going to, since I'm up and I had to get Luna's ball, I'm going to go ahead and close it off. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you later.